pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
Mikey Kershaw pitches a no-hitter.
It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. Muncy, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor.
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to the Dodgers Nation pregame show. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Thanks for joining us leading up to the Dodgers versus the Yankees World Series Game 3. Your boys in blue just 2 wins away from their 8th World Series title and their first World Series parade since 1988. So we're going to be breaking it down. We're going to be previewing this matchup. I've got my keys to a Dodgers dub. We'll get into that. But first, if you have not yet, do us a huge favor and subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel in the game. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. Also, if you haven't yet, go pick up a Kike Hernandez WDGAF shirt over at gearup.la. Also, we just dropped a super fire, the best shirt in the game right now. It's hot. It's hot, man. This thing is flying off the shelves. It's the new Kirk Gibson, Freddie Freeman Grand Slam walk-off edition shirt. Definitely have to go get that. The Gibby Meet Freddie shirt, go cop that one too. So definitely pick that up. Also, if you listen to the podcast, leave us a review. Hit the like button as well over on YouTube. But let's dive right into it. Let's get to your comments, guys. I know you're fired up. I know this is going to be a very long 30 minutes because what's at stake today is the Dodgers could take full control of this series. The Dodgers could absolutely put their foot on the throats of the New York Yankees. And that's the opportunity they have. And you have this Yankees team that has a ton of pressure on them at Yankee Stadium. Aaron Judge has now looked like the MVP. It's a ton of home runs in July and August and September, but really hasn't gotten going in this World Series. If yeah, did have the big home run off of Clase in the ALCS, but still, he's very due tonight. And you got Aaron Boone, who there is a lot of hot debates in New York. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to hear boos for Aaron Boone tonight at Yankee Stadium because of some of the calls that he's made, some of the moves that he's made that Yankee fans don't agree with. And the truth of the matter is if you come back, if you win this tonight, well, you put the Dodgers in the best position ever to go and win this World Series. Because in Major League Baseball, there's only been one team that's overcame a 3-0 deficit. And we know the Dodgers skipper, Mr. Dave Roberts, was on that team, and that was the 2004 Red Sox that came back in the 2004 American League Championship Series. It's never been done in the World Series. So if the Dodgers find a way to win tonight, everything points to a World Series win. So this is the big one. To me, this is the, okay, are we have a long series? Is this going to be a Dodgers coronation, or is this going to be a game where you breathe life into the Yankees? Don't let them get off the mat. Don't let them breathe. Go out there with Walker Buehler in your offense and score a ton of runs and find a way to get this bullpen and Walker Buehler together to get this big Game 3 win, and you do that, then you set yourself up for a bullpen game in Game 4 to win this. But hey, it's going to be exciting at Yankee Stadium. It's going to be electric. We got a $5 super chat from 80 Agnira. Let's go Dodgers. Showtime will go boom, and Tommy Edman will go deep. Freddie will go yard. I like this. You got a 3 home run game for your Los Angeles Dodgers, and that's certainly a key to a Dodgers victory. So first big key tonight, go yard. If you want the dub, you've got to slug. That's something that the Dodgers do with great regularity. They're one of the best in the sport to do it. And so far this season, the Dodgers 82-31 when they hit a home run in a game. When they go out there and leave the yard, they're usually very effective. They usually win a ton of ball games because they're a great team with the lead. Because when they get in the lead, you give some run support to your starter, and you also put the wheels in motion to use your best high leverage relievers. And I think tonight my other key, and let's combine this into one big key, is give me 2 home runs. I want to see 2 big flies from the Dodgers tonight, and that is the big key to a Dodgers victory on the offensive side. If the Dodgers hit 2 home runs, their chance of victory are very high. They're 59-10 this season when they leave the yard more than 2 times or more in a game. So that's certainly a big key in this one, and we saw what happened in the last game. I mean, you get the 2-run home run from Teoscar Hernandez, you get the home run from Tommy Edman, who started the scoring off, and you got Freddie Freeman, who hit another home run, and Freddie Freeman's homered in 4 straight World Series games. So I've already predicted that Freddie Freeman was going to hit a home run tonight, and if he does that, it'll be 5 straight for Fredericks of Hollywood. We got DM24, job's not finished. Going to be tough tonight. Every pitch will be a battle. Gord 323, Mookie Muncy and Kike going deep. Jose Meda, Edmund is the man. We got Showtime going yard. I got a feeling from John over on Facebook. We got Josh Freddie MVP going yard again. Yeah, I mean, if he goes yard and they win this game, and that's his MVP to win. We got 7-4 score prediction from Tayo Serrano. So let's keep getting to these keys. Shohei Ohtani is a go. We'll look at this Dodgers lineup. Once again, we did it on the Dodgers Nation, Dodgers Dugout Live earlier today. By the way, thanks again to the Pitching Ninja. Thought he was fantastic. Do you guys like having the Pitching Ninja on the show? I love talking to him, talking ball with the Pitching Ninja, Mr. Rob Friedman. But, yeah, I mean, the biggest takeaway from this lineup that you need to see is that Shohei Ohtani is in the lineup. And I thought it was cool to hear Max Muncy tell the story of Shohei Ohtani texting, in English, by the way, the group chat, that he was going to be fine. And it's a subluxation. There's no further ligament damage, no tissue, nothing going on. The thing popped in. It's Shohei Ohtani. Everything that I've heard as far as hitting off a tee, batting practice, all that stuff, he's hitting the ball very hard, and he's looking really good. So I think with Shohei Ohtani tonight, he kind of dodged a bullet. He thought to himself, man, am I going to have to miss any significant time or anything like that? Well, the truth is, he's good to go. He's not at risk for further injury. The fact that it is the back shoulder, the left shoulder, and not the right shoulder, which for a lefty is more important to make sure your power and you're not sapped with any power from the right shoulder, that is also a silver lining in all this too, is that he's going to be fine and from that standpoint as well. And he's out there trying to compete for a World Series title. That's why he came to the United States. That's why he wanted to join Major League Baseball, because of this. And Shohei Ohtani is very flexible, too. You've seen his crazy stretches when he was in Japan where he would just contort his arms, and he had that great flexibility. So I'm not worried about that. To me, I just think the one thing we could see with Shohei is possibly a little bit more of a selective approach at the plate, because you have seen him chase pitches out and away. You've seen him expand the zone, up in the zone at times, and you've also seen him really kind of swing early in at-bats too, where you just look at the bottom of the 10th against Cortez. I mean, he ends up swinging at that. It ends up as a foul out. So you want to see a little more patience from him, less expanding, and I think because of this injury, I mean, it is Shohei Ohtani, and Dave Roberts did say that he expects him to just be Shohei Ohtani and swing big and do what he does. But I do think that it's only natural for him to be a little more careful, a little more selective with what he's swinging at. So maybe this leads to a more selective version of Shohei Ohtani. We don't see as many big swings, and things come more natural to him. And we see him using all fields, going to the big part of the field, hitting the gap in right center, in left center, because he's so strong and his swing is so fluid when it's right that I think you could just see natural power come from him from that standpoint. So I think that there's a great opportunity for him to go and really show that, hey, first at bat, step to the plate, I'm in the box, first hitter of the game, and really make it known that he's doing just fine. We're going to know right away by his swings, not even if he makes contact, how he's feeling up there. So, yeah, I feel good about Shohei. I'm not concerned about it. I think that for him, that he makes such a big impact on this lineup that for obvious reasons he had to be in there. But I also think that the fact that he understands that his manager, his teammates, everyone in the world, everyone in Japan, it was the big topic of conversation for the last 24 hours. And for him to get the treatment that he's been getting around the clock, to take the swings that he's been taking, he's going to be just fine. I expect Shohei to show out on the big stage in New York. I apologize to those Yankees fans that were cheering when he got injured. Pathetic. Freddie is him from BC. Max is going yard. We got Lux double from Eric Flores. BC throwing those Dodger dogs. Appreciate that. Going 3-0 tonight. 12-3 Dodgers. That's Bet and Zoke's prediction over on YouTube. Schultze, score early and quiet the crowd. Another big key in this one. That's my next big key, is get an early lead. And that's an obvious key for most teams. But it's even more important for this Dodgers team that is going to tap into its bullpen. Look, as good as Walker Buehler looked in his Game 3 start against the Mets, where he had 6 strikeouts, 18 swings and misses, it was the best his swing and miss looked since 2021, he did go just 4 innings. So even if you get a good 4 or 5 innings, you still have the bullpen to cover the rest of the game. And it's going to be important that you have a lead to prove to Dave Roberts, to prove to the organization that goes and collaborates with these decisions and all the data that's behind it, that, yeah, let's go and step on their throats. All gas, no brakes tonight. So that's why you get an early lead. It's only going to help put this team in a position where they're continuing to be aggressive. And I don't have to do a post-game show where I'm hearing people say, oh, the Dodgers punted this. The Dodgers punted this game. I don't want to see that. The Dodgers are 68-15 when they cross home plate first. So when they score first, it's definitely a positive sign and a good indication that a dub is going to happen a little later. Now, as far as Walker Buehler, though, I think the other big key for Buehler is that first inning as well. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Get him an early lead, and he has to keep that top of the lineup against guys like Stanton and Soto and Judge. Even Gleyber Torres has been getting on base at a high rate. Neutralize the top of that Yankees lineup to start this game, and you're going to be in a good spot, because we saw against the Mets, they only let him face the top of that lineup 2 times. So he only went through the order twice. So you do it one big time, then you get the bottom of the lineup, and you might only have to do it one more time before Dave Roberts goes into the bullpen. And he has pitched after giving up runs. You saw in Game 3 of the Padres series that after he got roughed up, and I guess that was a lot, in large part due to the poor defense in that one. Miguel Rojas made a bad play. Manny Machado interfered but didn't interfere, right? I mean, he got into the baseline and impacted Freddie's throw to second. So, yeah, for the most part, they've let him go deeper into games if they didn't feel like they were going to come back. But I think tonight you're going to see a shorter leash on Walker Buehler. I don't think he's going to wear a 6-run loss. I just don't anticipate that. I think the Dodgers, they're sharks that smell blood in the water, and they realize there's a big opportunity to really seize full control and just put this New York team on the brink of elimination, and that really has to be the key. And you look at Walker Buehler, his success this season, a lot of those first inning woes have been an issue. I mean, he has an ERA over 6 early on in games, and him really asserting himself early on with that sweeper, with that knuckle curve and that fastball is going to be key. I mean, he needs to locate that fastball to keep hitters honest, to set up that sweeper that was so effective against the Mets, to use that knuckle curve. And you look at how he's performed this season. The fastball has been a pitch that has really hurt him. So another big key in this one, big game Buehler has to have his best fastball. And I'm not saying as far as usage rate, you don't want to see him throwing it over 50% clip or relying on it in big counts, but he has to be able to command the fastball when he does throw it, or it's going to be a long night in the Bronx. So far this season, opponents had a 446 expected weighted on base average against his fastball. That isn't good. His fastball hasn't been a plus pitch for him. And the big difference between his Game 3 start and what we've seen from him most of the year was he was mixing more, right? You saw the sweeper, you saw a knuckle curve, you saw him working different parts of his pitch mix to go out there and get the job done. So that is the biggest key, because it begs the question. It begs the question, has Dave Roberts kind of learned his lesson from, okay, I'm going to get what I can from Walker Buehler, let him face the lineup 2 times around, then dip into this bullpen and let the dogs go to work, let those dogs eat? Or does this set up kind of a bullpen game, because you don't want to burn all these bullpen pieces because you have a bullpen game in Game 4, and you have 3 straight games in a row. So it's going to be imperative early on that Buehler looks good and the Dodgers give him a lead for the Dodgers to have a legitimate chance of walking away with a victory in Game 3. Because you got 3 straight games, and you're up 2-0 in this series. Does Walker Buehler get a long leash, or do they let Walker Buehler wear it if he gives up some runs? All these are questions we're going to learn in the first 2-3 innings of this game. So the big keys, fastball command, utilizing that sweeper, utilizing that knuckle curve. He's got to do what he did against the Mets, but up against a better line. But then there's Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt is a pitcher that can present some problems for the Dodgers. It's not like he's some bum. He's a good pitcher. He has had his really good starts this year for the Yankees, and he's someone that does miss bats. He's someone that has the ability to strike guys out. This season, he had a 26.3% strikeout rate. That was in the 74th percentile. Had a 29.4% whiff rate. That was in the 79th percentile. So he does have the ability to miss bats and get strikeouts at an above average level. And he has some really good pitches. I mean, goes with the cutter, the sweeper, the sinker, the knuckle curve, the changeup. You don't see a traditional four-seam fastball with Schmidt, but this Dodgers offense has to get to him. And the lack of familiarity is something that I look at too. Not a lot of Dodgers players have faced Schmidt so far this season and throughout their careers. You only had 3 Dodgers players that are in the lineup tonight that have actually taken at bats against him. Kike Hernandez is 1 for 7 with 3 strikeouts. Teoscar Hernandez is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and Shohei Ohtani 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So the Dodgers that have faced Schmidt have combined for a 46.2 strikeout rate. So not a lot of familiarity, does not mean everything, but that is one of the big keys to this, is not swinging and missing at Schmidt, not expanding the zone, not allowing him to be efficient. You want to get into this Yankees bullpen as soon as possible, and you don't want to have a situation like we had in the Mets series where Sean Manaea pitched well against them in Game 2. You had to wait until later in the series to make those adjustments. Make the adjustments early on. We saw a big adjustment with Garrett Cole in Game 1, where the Dodgers were constantly swinging underneath that four-seam fastball of Garrett Cole. Then later in the game, they started to get on top of that four-seam fastball. So that really is the biggest key, is try to make those in-game adjustments. And you got 2 big-time offenses, right? The other big key in this one is which offense is going to deliver the knockout blow against the next team's number 3 starter. Because, yeah, the Yankees and Dodgers, they were first and second all of Major League Baseball against right-handed pitchers during this regular season, and they did that behind ferocious top of the lineups with MVPs, with all-stars, but we haven't seen early success in this series. No team has scored a run in the first so far during the Fall Classic, and that's because you've had good starting pitching. You've had Garrett Cole, and you've had Carlos Rodon and Jack Flaherty and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, now you're deeper into the following team's starting rotation. You're facing the number 3 starter. Which team is going to take advantage of that? Because that's going to go a long way in determining who wins this one, which offense gets out to a faster start. But let's go down below in the comments section, guys. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation pregame show. We are closing in on Game 3. You win tonight, hey, it's not over till it's over, but no team in Major League Baseball history has overcame an 0-3 deficit in the Fall Classic. So you win tonight, you got to feel really, really good about your chances. We got Yankees in 6 from Thomas Hall. We got some Yankee fans clearly in the building. Ryan Collins, nothing better than watching Yankees fans live with Freddie's home run, LFG. Yeah, exactly. That's what you get for Reggie Jackson getting the base pass and hitting that ball with his you-know-what back in the series in the late 70s and hitting the 3 home run game. Yeah, a great moment. The Yankees will always be on the wrong side of one of the greatest moments in World Series history, but you want to make it the even better moment. You want to make sure that it stays iconic. You want to make sure that we never have to watch any type of highlights without it. You want to make sure that that's a part of baseball lore forever. You finish the job and you win the series. You don't do that, it could be a footnote. You do that, though, it's a part of history and a part of baseball history that will relive again and again and again until the end of time. So, yeah, I love that. By the way, why do you always see players like Yankee players, or I noticed after the home run, you had a bunch of Yankee players still sitting there and watching and stuff like that. Why do players do that? Why do they do that? I mean, don't you just want to disappear? I mean, Aaron Boone kind of made that face like, ah. I mean, why do they do that, though? I'm just very shocked. I mean, for me, I'm like already on a plane to New York after that if I'm one of those players. BC, I would have rested Shohei for Game 3. BC, I respect you. You're a ball knower, but absolutely not. This is Shohei Ohtani. This is the World Series. You only get these opportunities once in a lifetime for some players, sometimes never, right? And it's New York City. It's the biggest stage. He has waited his whole life to play in a series like this. So the fact that it's a subluxation, too, it's not going to get worse. It's not like it is going to get worse. Now, if this were the regular season, if this were spring training, I would absolutely agree with you. But tonight, it's the World Series, baby. It's Dodgers-Yankees from the Bronx, okay? He's got to be in this game, okay? Baseball needs it. You need it. I need it. And I think, too, this team needs it. Yes, you only need to get 2 more games, and this lineup is deep. This lineup is long. This lineup has tons of talent that can still score runs, but I don't think that you would truly realize the impact that Shohei Ohtani has on this lineup, even if he isn't getting a ton of hits until he's gone. And Mookie Betts wouldn't see the same pitches. Freddie Freeman wouldn't see the same pitches. The opposing pitcher would have a little more gas in the tank because he's not as mentally gassed from having to face Shohei Ohtani 4 or 5 times a game. So the Dodgers need him, man. Job is so far from finished. All the Dodgers have done so far is protect home field. That's what they've done. They've done what they needed to do so far, but the Yankees can get right back in this series with the win tonight, especially when you consider that's a bullpen game the following night. And the more, think about this, if the Dodgers lose tonight, you would have to assume that Walker Buehler got rocked and had a short start, and that the Dodgers were in a position where they had to use a lot of their relievers, potentially, especially if it's close, right? So you do not want to give these great hitters that they have more looks against these relievers. So go and win tonight. Take the hearts. Rip the hearts out of the Yankees. You can do that tonight with a big dub. Philip Subia, Mookie, big bomb tonight. We got Buddy Villa, captain. We got 56 degrees at NYCS from Jose Mata. Have to win tonight. Tomorrow is a bullpen game. Exactly. I mean, this is not a 2-0 series lead. Doesn't even feel like a 2-0 series lead to me because of what you just point out. You still have to rely on the bullpen for a game this series. You still have your starters that Jack Flaherty has had a bad start this postseason. Game 5 against the Mets, where you have 8 runs in 3 innings. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he's looked great against the Yankees this season, and there's no doubt about that I am extremely confident in his ability against this lineup. But these are great hitters. You do not want to put yourself in a position where they can see these guys again and again and again, and it definitely only helps them. It doesn't help you. So go and win tonight. This is the game. This is the game to win. Take any hope out of the New York Yankees, and you win today. And we. By the way, I saw some Dodgers fans saying they want to win a game. They want some Dodger fans comments saying they're torn because, yeah, you want the Dodgers to win, but you want to see them win Game 6 at home because you wouldn't mind a Game 6. Are you out of your mind? I mean, no, that's the worst. That's probably the worst take I've ever heard in the well, I've heard a lot of bad takes Dodgerland, but that's up there with one of the worst ones I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, what can go wrong will go wrong. What has gone wrong does go wrong occasionally for the Dodgers in the history of the World Series. Let's not forget this Dodgers team is 3-8 lifetime against the Yankees all the way back to the Brooklyn days. They are 2-2 LA Dodgers versus New York Yankees. So yeah, I mean, the longer this series can go, the more momentum the Yankees could have. Injuries could pile up. Maybe Shohei isn't 100%. Aaron Judge could get hot. End this thing now. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on now. I do not want to see the wedding gown, beautiful Dodgers uniforms again this season. I don't. Next time I want to see the Dodgers in LA, it's on a double-decker Hollywood tour bus, and all these dudes popping champagne, smoking cigars, drunk out of their mind. I want to see Dad Bod Kirsch going crazy. I want to see Kike twerking. I want to see Dave Roberts doing his thing. I want to see the Dodgers on a parade bus. That's the next time I want to see this team in LA, not in Game 6 at Dodger Stadium. I did pick the Dodgers in 6, And yes, I know there's a lot of you that have tickets to Game 6 and Game 7. Some of you have flights to Los Angeles. But you got to win this when you can. So, yeah, I totally disagree, man. I want that. Can you imagine, look, can you imagine sweeping the Yankees? Imagine breaking out the broomsticks. That would be so delicious, so unbelievable to go and do that. So, yeah, let's forget all that talk. You got to try to win every game this series, and no punting either. I don't want to see any punting again. But here we go. We got some more comments. Guys, welcome to the Dodgers Nation pre-game show, leading you up to Dodgers-Yankees from the Bronx. Exciting times in Dodgers land. Definitely hit that like button, hit that notification, but also stay tuned for the watch party for the Dodgers Nation staff at the studio. They're going to be locking in, watching this entire game. They're going to be giving away one T-shirt, one GearUp.LA T-shirt for every single inning. For every single inning. So that's 9 T-shirts. What if it goes to extras? Could be 10, 11, 12. Who knows? Could be a lot of them. What if we see a Game 3 of the 2018 World Series, right? You go tons and tons of innings. So definitely tune in during the show. Definitely do just that. But here we go. We got Can't Smell Schmidt without MID. That's a fire take. I appreciate that. Matty Man 5, Jeter is a homer. Can't blame him. Jose Mata, Joe Beck. Dodgers just have to keep from chasing tonight. That's the biggest key, and that's what Schmidt does. He forces you to chase out of the zone. He's got that cutter. He's got that sinker. He's got that knuckle curve. He's got nice stuff. He definitely does. Spirit of Valenzuela needs to help Buehler tonight. That's from Beer Sama. We got Yankees Doodle Dandy. And we got G-Rob. Either sweep or win it in 6. No, win it in the series as fast as you can. How about that? IB Stroking, $5 USD. My man, what up, IB Stroking? He's a Dodgers Nation day one, guys. Before we were at 104,000 subscribers, before he had all sponsors and all this fun stuff, IB Stroking was rocking with us. My man, appreciate that. What up, D-Mac? Shout out to our East Coast Dodgers fam. Can't wait to see the Brooklyn faithful invade the Bronx tonight. Yeah, I'm very excited to see that because not only Dodgers fans that live in New York, which there are lots of them that have been fans for generations, but of course you got Pantone 294, you got Dodgers fans that I know that have traveled to New York, so it's going to be excited to see the showing there. And if those Yankees get blown out and it gets quiet, I know the Dodgers fans are going to be ready to make some noise, so that will be really awesome to see. But here we go. We got some more comments down below. Oh, whoops. We got some more comments down below, guys. We got our guy Kiki Miyazaki. I thought it was over when we lost after the triple play. I know, right? And then what happened? I thought it was over when the Dodgers were facing elimination, but it didn't. The Dodgers kept going, and they're in a position where they could really, really, really just take all the hope in life out of the Yankees. My grandpa and dad saw the Dodgers versus Yankees in Brooklyn. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. 55. That first World Series title. But guys, give me your called shots. I already said mine earlier. I got Freddie Freeman hitting his fifth home run in a row in a World Series game. And this is my sleeper pick, Gavin Lux. I know, call me crazy, but short porch, Gavin Lux in right field. I need to see that. Okay, I mean, I need to see a Dodgers offense that has been explosive all postseason. The Dodgers postseason offense has been absurd. They're averaging 6.15 runs per game in the postseason. So give me 5, give me 6 runs. I'll feel really good about that. But, yeah, the Dodgers have scored 8 or more runs in 5 games during this postseason. That's up there with the Red Sox in 07, the 04 Red Sox, and the 02 Angels are the only teams to do that in postseason history. This Dodgers team isn't just great. This team is historic. This team is special. Yes, I'm saying it. This Dodgers team is special. But give me your called shots. Give me your score predictions down below. I want to hear them. We got Dodgers, Daryl Mookie Muncy, Monday Mashers. Cheapest ticket is $1,500 3 days ago. D-Mac, where did you purchase your Dodgers jacket? Good question. This is actually my Mitchell and Ness 1981 throwback. This is my ode to the great Fernando Valenzuela. This is the one they wore in 1981. This is the 1981 Dodgers one. To be honest with you, I don't think you can find these anywhere anymore. But, yeah, this is pretty sick. I only rock this, special occasions. I felt like rocking it today from my man Fernando. My back's doing pretty good. Appreciate that, actually, Tony. But, no, I did not hurt my back twerking for tortas. Thank you very much. But Claudia 11 says Dodgers 7-6. Joshua Martin 7-3 Dodgers. BC, both those teams won the World Series, Doug. 2002 Angels and 2000 Red Sox. Yep, 2007 Red Sox. Absolutely. You score runs, that's how you win. You want the dub, you got to slug. Walker B loves pitching in the cold. He does, dating all the way back to his days as a Vanderbilt Commodore. Yeah, he's a big Vanderbilt guy. He's a Vandy dude. How did Vandy beat Alabama this year in college football? I'm still trying to figure that out. They almost beat Texas. They were hanging with Texas, but I digress. Hell yeah, D-Mac. What up, Soft? 12-1. We got, what's up, Christian Padilla? We got the infamous El Guapo. Teo makes New York his home again. Teo rakes today. Yeah, I really wanted to take Teo because he, of course, is the Yankees' daddy. Kind of reminds me of that Tom Brady meme. It's like, hey, the Yankees, what is Teo to you? And he's just like, my dad, So I want to see that too. We got 14 Habibs, 7-4 Dodgers, 10-4 Dodgers, Austin Kim. Give those predictions. 6-4 Dodgers from Angel Escobar, 3-0 Dodgers, Adam 818. I see another close one, 5-4, Beer Sama. That scares me. I like that. I like that 5-4 out there. Maybe Blake trying again. Do you go with Michael Kopech? D-Mac hurt his back carrying. What's up, Daniel Clark? You the man. Claudia, 11. Walker, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts. Okay, you guys give me your Walker Buehler predictions. I think Buehler. Yeah, I hope you're right. I would love. Where do I sign up for that, Claudia? Let's just put it that way. I think Buehler goes like 4 2/3 innings, gives you 5 Ks. We got the soft 12-1. Teo is going to go deep tonight. 10-3 Dodgers, just an option. Paul Fitzpatrick, I'm worried that Dumbo Dave's, wow, after all this, after everything that Dave Roberts done this postseason, you're going to sit here and call him Dumbo Dave and disrespect a future first ballot Hall of Famer? Someone that is making that Trojan for the Yankees. He's managing circles around Aaron Boone, and you're here calling him Dumbo Dave. Wow. Call yourself a Dodgers fan. You're going to call him Dumbo Dave. The disrespect. You know what? Dave Roberts going to win this World Series. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame, and he's going to be the manager of this team for as long as he wants. That's just going to happen. So you can call him Dumbo Dave all you want. He's going to be the Dodgers manager after he wins this series for as long as he wants. We got Austin Kim. I can drink Yankees fans' tears any day. Man, that sounds pretty good. We got 6-4 Dodgers from Dr. V. Nando, where have you been? Nando, I think it was Roy Estrada who said, your wife took away your iPad or something. That's why you were on the show last night. But we're going to have you back. Nando says Fat Joe has crappy songs. Yeah, I mean, he's doing New York and something else all the way up. We got the 6-4 Yankees. Lean back. Yeah, lean back goes pretty hard. I wish Rizzo would have leaned back instead of leaning in on that pitch that hit him. I'll tell you that much. Ken Wheat, 6-3. I agree. Freddie and maybe Lux go deep. Jose, Dodgers by 2. Daniel Clark, 6-3. Alfredo. Daddy Warbucks. Someone tell El Bazooka to apply another coat of Soul Glow on his Ricky Bobby Jerry curl. First of all, Coming to America reference, just let your soul glow, let it shine through. That's a great reference right there. I just went to McDowell's today. Remember, McDowell's, they didn't have the sesame seeds on the bun. It needs to be active when he pitches. 7-5 Yankees for Michael McCaffrey. Marco Perez, 8-5 Dodgers. Gerald Orvis, 3-2 Dodgers, 11th inning. Oh, no. Extra innings games, 1-run games. You guys are making me nervous. Trinan needs rest. I do think he does look a little overworked right now. It's good to see that there still is swing and miss in there. He did throw a lot less sinkers and was relying on the sweeper a little too much, but it's the World Series, man. If they need him, you don't have Evan Phillips. You don't have a ton of options. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him. And if you do see him, you better think wisely about it. It better be a high leverage moment where there's just not other options out there, and you have to feel really good about getting a win, because the worst thing that could happen, using a Blake trying a high leverage spot, and you don't ultimately get the win at the end of the day. CCM for short. Ohtani was apparently wearing a sling during introductions. Really interesting. That's I got to confirm that. I'm going to go 9-6 Blue Wrecking Crew from Lobo Raider 75. Keep it moving, guys. Keep moving. Yeah, I'll let you guys go. Watch the first pitch. 5:08. Let's see what Fat Joe. We know Fat Joe is not typing. Not going to top Ice Cube. And yeah, maybe Alex Verdugo can actually dance and feel it when he was pretending to be a Dodgers fan in the Game 2 loss for the Yankees. Jose Dave is playing 6D chess. Plate umpires critical. Joe Bennett, 7-5 Dodgers. Beer Sama, yeah, Yankees definitely going to focus on shutting down Freddie after games 1 and 2. The Golden Arcs, yeah, BT Faust. They got the Golden Arches. We got the Golden Arcs. That's another reference to McDowell's. How good it was Coming to America. I mean, come on now. I will say, though, the remake was not half as good. But, yep, guys, a couple more. Let's get some more called shots. I got the Dodgers winning tonight. Man, I think it's going to be tighter one, but I don't know. I think they get to Schmidt. 6 runs. They're having over 6 runs per game this series. If they win, you got to feel like they got to put up some runs. We go 6-4 Dodgers. 6-4 LA. They not like us. Kopech for the close. Sling gamesmanship for sure. No one is topping Ice Cube, baby. Absolutely, guys. And look, Ice Cube was talking about the Lakers being the Supersonics. Well, tonight it's the Dodgers being the New York Yankees. But that's going to do it. I like that too, Willie. Dodger dogs over Yankee pork links any day for sure. 10-4 says Matt. But yep, guys, Dodgers getting the dub, going up 3-0. Whatever happens, we're breaking it down right after the game on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Should be joining us live. Join us live right after the game, right after the final out. We're breaking down this entire game, reading your chat, reading your comments, reacting to the action, and also stay tuned for the Dodgers Nation watch party at Dodgers Nation headquarters with the rest of the game. So definitely stay tuned for that. Love you too, Claudia. Love you, Dr. V. Cheetino, we got Oscar. See you guys after the game. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram